My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Yeah, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources and opportunity right now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Week 9. We're quickly running out of time here. We got 5 weeks to settle the grid for the Dash for Cash, which is February 7th. Put out some messages today on Discord and on Facebook. Only had little more than a handful of feature winners this season. So it's going to come down to points. Some of these guys could sneak in with some good points nights in the next 5 races. We're at Weedsport tonight. It's a tricky track, but we'll have to see how it goes tonight. Gail is out in the audience. Gail, wishing Caden Berry a happy birthday. Youngster turned 18, so maybe we can't call him a youngster anymore once you turn 18. Landon Smith is back with us. Got his Mission 22 shirt on. Landon, welcome back to the show. He's been away for a little bit. Hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as we get 2025 underway. The real race season kicked off this past week out here in California. Play day on New Year's Day. Went out to the track and saw my old car, the 22 car that we sold this winter with the new driver. So that was kind of different to see the red, white, and blue 22 on the track from the stands and not from behind the wheel. One of our own, Jace Badecker, who runs Friday Night Lights, saw his first laps in a wingless 360 out at the track this weekend. So everything's getting underway. We got, what do we got going on? We got the shootout in Tulsa. We have 3 of the dwarf car drivers that we run with out here in Northern California out in Tulsa. 2 of them won heat races. Makes me not feel so bad about not doing great every weekend in the dwarf car after you see those guys run with top class talent and getting it done out in Tulsa. Coming up, we got the Nationals out in Tulsa coming up next. So racing season 2025 is getting kicked off here out in California or indoors. They had the High Desert Hustle in Reno this week. I don't know if that's still going on. We wanted to make it up there. It's Outlaw Carts that run indoors in Reno at one of the casinos. So, yeah, we got a lot going on. But without further ado, we're at Weedsport. It is week 9. Again, counting tonight, we got 5 weeks to go until we set the field for the $1,000 Dash for Cash coming up on February 7th. We don't announce what track we'll be running on, kind of save that to the end. Excuse me. We'll pick the track at the end. Don't know. Maybe we'll pick a new track. Maybe we'll pick a track that we had a real good race on. We'll have to see how that plays out. Try to keep that as even as possible. Ty is checking in. Welcome, Ty. Randy Carter is with us. Welcome back, Randy Carter Painting. Hope your New Year and Christmas were absolutely wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we will pause for the national anthem and we'll get the week underway. We have advanced to qualifying. Who's checking in? Roxanne Jones is out there. Welcome back, Roxanne. It's great to have you as always. About to get qualifying underway. 27 cars checked in, so we will have 3 cars heading home tonight. Won't make the feature. Coming out on track, we'll follow along with the 4 car. Scott Ryome is back with us. Michael Vitale in the 213 is with us. As always, like to thank Michael Vitale for his service to our nation in the United States Air Force. Kurt Schatzer, my teammate, driver out of Pennsylvania, talking about a bunch of snow they're getting out in Pennsylvania. Billy Roberts, the owner-operator of Gears Unlimited. This is the Gears Unlimited 358 Modifieds. Clay Christopherson in the 51 FTM ride is with us. Nick Berry in the 85. Andrew Harley in the 43 machine. It's like Joseph Grandy to the top of the board. Michael Vitale is second. That didn't last long. Morano times in 15:10 for Anthony. Donald Ingram is third quick. 15:14. Clay Christopherson top of the board. FTM driver put him at the point. That'll move Grandy back 1. Randy Shreves in the 56 times in. 15:11 for the 56 car. Randall Dixon in the 011, 15:10. One better. Cale Smith, CTM driver. 15:08 for the 115, the driver out of South Dakota. Georgia driver, the lucky 777. He times in second quick. 15:03 for Jesse Ingram. Braden Carter times in 15:08. He'll be third quick. Dalton DeWert is back with us. 15:12 for the 82 machine. Sam Bachman in the 007 wraps up 21st or 20th quick. James Ingram in the 48, 21st. Dalton DeWert moves up 15:10, 6th quick on his second lap. Braden Carter solidifies his position in third. Looks like it will be the 51 car of Clay Christopherson. So far with your quick time, we do have a few cars left to go. Isaac Salas coming out on track in the 5 car. Got to write Isaac Salas a pretty big check here at the end of the year already. Over $100 in winnings in quick time, hard charger, and feature wins. Isaac Salas on his first lap. Caden Berry times in. Isaac Salas top of the board. Another $10 to his paycheck. Caden Berry, the birthday boy in the 12 car. He's 10th quick with 15:10. Looks like we have a host of drivers at 15:10. Logan Wentz coming out on track as we are wrapping up. Justin Sick timed in 14th quick with a 15:16 as we are ready for heat number 1. Isaac Salas with your quick time. See, I can give my heads up display. My apologies here. There we go. Isaac Salas, Braden Carter on the front row. Dylan DeWert, Caden Berry in row number 2. Donald Ingram, Scott Ryome in 3. Kurt Schatzer, David Tormachi in row number 4. John Morano and Anthony Marfulio rounds out your full field of 10 drivers. Got a stacked front row. Let's see if Braden Carter has anything. We got the 5s on the front row. 0-5 of Braden Carter and the 5 of Isaac Salas. Got 8 laps, top 4 moving on to the feature. Everyone else going to the B main. Take a quick look at the points. You can all go to fnlrl.com for updated points. Looks like Isaac Salas is currently leading in the points with 3 wins. Caden Berry in a close second. Michael Carter, Braden Carter, Anthony Morano round out your top 10. Don't know who we're waiting on the grid here. Like we're waiting for Anthony Marfulio. Rhonda checking in. Welcome, ma'am. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, as to everyone out there. The same. Arlen is out. Let's go. Isaac Salas. It's Isaac's grandpa out in North Dakota, I would assume, which is where Isaac is from. Anthony Marfulio is a scratch. Will not make the grid. Got 8 laps to get it done. Top 4 moving on. Like we just lost Isaac Salas. Pace truck will exit next time by. The 82 car of Dalton DeWert. I haven't seen Dalton much. I'll have to look at the roster and see how much he has joined us. FTM driver. I know Dylan, his brother, I'm going to assume, has joined us. Pace car will exit. Pace truck will exit this time by. It will be Isaac Salas that takes us to the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, week number 9 is underway. Isaac Salas slides up in front of Braden Carter. Braden Carter on the high side, trying to get a run off that high side. Caden Berry moves up 1. He'll pull into P3. Scott Ryome in that 4 FTM ride. He's on the outside of Donald Ingram in the 10 car. Up front, Salas and Carter nose to tail. Caden Berry stepping out of line, trying to find a way around these two. It's like Weedsport kind of pushes up. Kind of hard to find a way around. The quick way around is on the bottom early. Oh, the 4 car loses a ton of spots. He slides back. That's Ryome. Slides back all the way to 7th. He'll battle it out with Donald Ingram, try to fight his way back. Caden Berry, Donald Ingram, Dalton DeWert, my apologies, in that 82 ride. That is your top 5. Kurt Schatzer, the first car on the outside, looking in of a top 5. Dalton DeWert's got to get by that 10 car if he wants to ticket to the feature. Take a look on the driver's seat of that 82. You can see him working the wheel, trying to get that car, get some bite off the high side to get a run on Donald Ingram. Ingram holding him off. Looks like Caden Berry up front. He's trying to get a run on the low side. On your top 2, Isaac Salas, Braden Carter. Not very many in the business better than those 2 5 cars. 12 car found a line at the exit of turn 4 with 1 to go. 12 car down low. He's going to roll the bottom. Isaac Salas with 2 more corners to navigate. Goes into 3, running on the high side. Coming out of 4, it'll be Salas, Carter, Berry, and Donald Ingram, your top 4 transfer drivers. Don't know what happened to Scott Ryome. The 4 car kind of fell back. Didn't get a look at what may have happened. Heat 2 is on the grid. Clay Christopherson, Joseph Grandy on the front row. Randall Dixon, Randy Shreves in row 2. Justin Sick, Andrew Harley in row number 3. Billy Roberts, Sam Bachman in 4. Nick Berry rounds out your field of 9 drivers. Waiting for Randy Shreves to take the grid. There he is. We have a full field of 9 drivers. It will be Clay Christopherson in that 51 car. Takes us to the green flag. As always, like to thank everybody for tuning in as you do every week. It means the world to us. Gail Hodgson, Rhonda checking in, Courtney Ann cheering on Justin Sick in the 2-car, driver out of New York. Pace truck will exit next time by. Leaving the field to the 51 car of Clay Christopherson coming out of turn 4, looking for the green flag. Heat 2 underway. Christopherson moves up to the high line, gets in front of Grandy. The 518 of Joseph Grandy's a tough customer. Grandy, Randall Dixon, Randy Shreves in the 56 is your 4th and final transfer driver. Justin Sick in the 2 car. He's on the rear bumper of the 56. Who's that stuck down low? That's the 99 car. Billy Roberts slides up the track, doesn't make contact, able to hold it off. Andrew Harley, Sam Bachman in the 007 back there. Nick Berry at the tail end of the field. Up front, Clay Christopherson not quite running nose to tail. Washed way up in the 51 car. Grandy had a chance to duck underneath and thought better of it. Maybe he'll try coming off of 4 side by side. It'll be Christopherson at the line. Grandy's going to go down low, run the bottom. He'll get back in line of the 51. Thought about it there for a moment. 56 of Randy Shreves still in the transfer position. Randall Dixon in the 011 car. He's on the rear bumper of Dixon. Justin Sick in the 2 car. He's got to get by that 56 if he wants a transfer to the feature. Otherwise, he's going to the B main. Up front, Clay Christopherson getting it done with Joseph Grandy in tow. Go on board with that 518 of Joseph Grandy as he's trying to find a quick way around. Lap 7 of 8, only 2 to go. Clay Christopherson will take. The white flag is out. He opens up a little bit of gap over Joseph Grandy. 2 more corners to navigate by the 51 car going into turn 3 on the high side. Grandy kind of running the middle. Randall Dixon thought about going high. It'll be Christopherson, Grandy, Dixon, Shreves, your 4 transfer drivers. 2 heats down. Heat 3, Jesse Ingram, Cale Smith on the front row, Anthony Morano, Michael Carter in row 2, Kelly Wheeler, Michael Vitale in row 3, Brandon Wright, James Ingram in row number 4, Logan Rentz rounds out your field of 9 drivers. Got Michael Carter in the field. Saw on Facebook they got a new skin on their late model back in Virginia. Good to see everyone, all our race drivers getting ready for the 25 season. Not sure what the 25 season has in store for us. Currently carless. It's kind of an odd feeling. Tally Baldwin checking in. It'll be Jesse Ingram on the front row. He's got Cale Smith to his outside, Georgia driver and South Dakota driver, respectively. 32 car Murano is always tough, no matter where we run. Pace truck will exit this time by for heat number 3. Good restart by Ingram. He opens up a little bit of a gap between himself and the 115 of Cale Smith. Anthony Morano into the inside wall. That'll move him back Michael Carter did not hesitate. He moved side by side. They're going to stick Murano down low. He hits the wall a little bit again. If he hits that just right, that looks like a quick way around as Jesse Ingram up front in the lucky 777, the 115, Cale Smith in P2. Now Murano trying to figure that bottom out. He will pull side by side with Michael Carter. Carter with a good run off the high side in the 15. Everybody running the same line, washing up in one. Carter now goes down and blocks. Looks like Murano might have hit the wall again on the bottom side. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 will move up. Wheeler's going to battle somebody up on the wall big time. Don't know who that was. Hopefully they're out of the way by the time the field gets around. Now Cale Smith has gone down low. He's going to try to roll the bottom. Washes up in front of him. We got teammate CSC running 2-3. The battle is back here. Kelly Wheeler and Murano for that fourth and final transfer. Murano on the bottom side, Wheeler on the high side. Michael Carter now making some noise. He's going to try to tuck underneath his teammate here. See if Michael Carter can get it done on lap 6 of 8. Falls back in line. No, they're talking on the radio. Anthony Murano with the advantage over the 11 car of Wheeler. Murano's rolling the bottom, trying to get that bottom to come in. Cale Smith took a peek underneath the 777. Looks like Cale Smith is not happy with the transfer. He wants a heat win. He's putting some pressure on Jesse Ingram up front. Cale Smith down low in the 115. Jesse in the 777. He'll be able to hold him off. Ingram, Smith, Carter, Murano, your top four. B main is on the grid. Let me get that keyed up here. Dalton DeWert, Justin Sick on the front row. Kelly Wheeler, Kurt Schatzer in row 2. Andrew Harley, Michael Vitale in 3. Scott Ryome, Sam Bachman in row number 4. Brandon Wright, John Murano in row number 5. Billy Roberts, James Ingram in row number 6. David Tormachi, Nick Berry in row number 7. Logan Wentz and Anthony Marfulio in row number 8. My show, and I'm not even sure how many move on. Let's take a peek. It's like 12 will be moving on. 4 cars headed home. So we'll be watching that 12th position that currently has James Ingram. That's the father of the Ingram boys. Driver out of Georgia. 3 cars heading home. 4 cars, my apologies. California math, I guess. It will be Dalton DeWert that brings us to the green flag. Justin Sick on his outside. Don't know how hard these cats will run. Taking the top 12. Timothy Eldridge checking in. Welcome, Timothy. Hope all is well. Pace truck will exit this time by, leaving the field to Dalton DeWert in the FTM number 82. Justin Sick actually won a heat race in a modified back in New York. DeWert, Sick, Wheeler. Let's take a peek at position 12, currently occupied by David Tormachi in the 33. So that'll drop James Ingram to a exit from the show early. James Ingram, Anthony Marfulio, Logan Wentz, and Nick Berry in the back of the field, trying to get that position currently held by that 33 car. Dalton DeWert up front. We're going to go nose to tail. Don't know how much or how hard they'll race. Kurt Schatzer in that 18. He's going to go down Somebody into the outside fence, gathers it back in, able to continue. We do not have caution flags in the heat races, only in the feature. Michael Vitale in the 213. Billy Roberts has moved up 2, now 1. He battles it out with Sam Bachman in the 007. David Torbachi still holding down P12. Anthony Marfulio moves up. So the 238, Marfulio, the driver out of the Boston area, needs to get the 238 on a rail, get up there to that 33 car. Dalton DeWert on lap 6 of 15. Got Justin Sick in tow. Kelly Wheeler in the 11. Schatzer, the only car trying the bottom. 18 car will search. He will find grip. I guarantee it. Andrew Harley. Sam Bachman in the top 10 with Billy Roberts. John Morano in the 33. He's in 11th. Up front, don't know how long Justin Sick is going to wait. Don't know if he'll chance it. Lap 9 of 15 complete. The top 2 pulling away from the field. Kelly Wheeler, Kurt Schatzer. They go nose to tail. First car down low is the 22 car. That is Brandon Wright rolling the bottom, as is Sam Bachman. Billy Roberts flirting with the bottom. Now DeWert starting to pull away from Justin Sick a little bit. Track is going to slick off. We got a 30-lap feature coming up next. Schatzer on the high side. Kelly Wheeler down low. Schatzer will have the advantage at the line. Move Schatzer up to P3. Don't know if lap traffic is going to be an issue here, as the front of the field is coming around lap traffic. See how Dalton DeWert and Justin Sick can get around these guys. Everybody running a very similar line into turn number 1, sliding out to the wall. Nobody rolling the bottom in 1. Two laps to go. Oh, we got a crash in front of the field. That's James Ingram and Nick Berry. All drivers able to get through the wreck. Dalton DeWert takes the white flag. Justin Sick, that due to 12th position. Marfulio has moved up. Marfulio is currently in the last transfer. Dalton DeWert with 2 more corners to navigate. Coming off of 4, it'll be the 82 car. Schatzer for second. Can't quite get it done. DeWert, Sick, Schatzer, Wheeler, Harley, Rayom, Vitale, Bachman, Wright, Roberts, Marfulio, and Logan Wentz sneaks into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break as they burn up the track a little bit here. We will be back with your 30-lap feature.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good.
Welcome back. Cars are out on track, getting ready for the 30 lap feature. Again, Isaac Salas with a sizable lead in the points over Caden Berry. Over a 100-point lead by the 5 car of Isaac Salas. For your feature, Isaac Salas, Clay Christopherson on the front row, Jesse Ingram, Braden Carter in row 2. Joseph Grandy is side by side with Cale Smith, Caden Berry, Randall Dixon in row number 4. Michael Carter, Donald Ingram in row number 5. Randy Shreves, Anthony Morano in row number 6. Dalton DeWert, Justin Sick in row number 7. Kurt Schatzer, Kelly Wheeler in row number 8. Andrew Harley, Scott Ryome in row number 9. Michael Vitale, Sam Bachman in row number 10. Brandon Wright, Billy Roberts in row number 11. Anthony Marfulio, Logan Wentz will round out your full field of 24 drivers. Bad news for the rest of the field when Isaac Salas is set your quick time and puts the 5 car on the pole for the feature. He currently has 3 wins in the 358 modified. Joey Gilkerson checking in. Joey Gilkerson and I messaged back and forth, and he floated the idea of getting maybe in a late model. Told him my boss is going to have none of that, I don't think. So I kind of, after 38 years of marriage, these decisions take some time to sell, and you can't sell a hard sell. So kind of floated the idea a little bit about getting behind the wheel of a late model to see how they run. Timothy Aldridge checking in. Landon Smith checking in. You can see all the dust on the track. I set these up to run at night so we don't have all the dust, but apparently iRacing is not listening to the times that I set. Rhonda cheering on Caden Berry. Gail checking in. Caden Berry starting the 7th in the 12 car on his birthday. I think he saw on Facebook he's going to have a special wrap on his car for the sprint cars, I believe. We'll have to wait and see what that looks like. Pace truck will exit this time by. Ladies and gentlemen, 30 laps to settle it. Isaac Salas on the pole. Clay Christopherson to the outside. Isaac Salas able to get up to the outside early. Looks like the track is starting to get slick. Isaac Salas, Christopherson, Braden Carter battling it out. We're 2 wide. Carter stuck on the high side. Jesse Ingram down low. We're going to go, thought about 3 wide. Caden Berry wisely let those 2 cars go by, beating and banging throughout the field. Michael Carter back there battling it out with Joseph Grandy. Grandy getting the daylights beat out of him. Cale Smith back in the 8th position. Side by side, Randy Shreves makes contact with Wheeler, I believe. That'll push Shreves down to the bottom. Anthony Morano, Kurt Schatzer in the 18 car in the back. Nose to tail, tight racing throughout the field. I don't know if the drivers can even see. Let's go mid-pack. We'll go on board with Andrew Hartley and see how the dust is looking from the seat. iRacing added dust in this last update. Not too bad. How about up here? On board with Randall Dixon in the 011 car. Yeah, you can kind of see. Up front, Isaac Salas setting sail. Clay Christopherson in tow. Braden Carter currently in a podium. Caden Berry has moved up 3. He's up to P4. That's second in the points for 358 modifieds. Joseph Grandy still battling it out with Jesse Ingram. Randy Shreves in the 56 got bumped early, has recovered. Dalton DeWert, he is up 4 in the 82 ride. Kurt Schatzer's up 4. Michael Carter is up 4. CSC moves up top 5. Caution comes out. See if we can take a look at the caution. Could have been Billy Roberts, possibly. Let's take a look. Oh, makes contact. Somebody made contact with Justin Sick, or Justin Sick made contact. Let's take a look here. What happened coming off of Justin Sick in the 2, battling out with Bryome in the 4. The 2 red cars behind that blue number 10. Sick kind of comes down on the 32. That'll put him in the outside wall. It was on after that. So we'll restack them. Isaac Salas at the front of the field. Made it 7 laps, I guess. Timothy Eldridge cheering on the 12 car. Rhonda 12 car. Landon Smith, the CSC, the owner-operator of Midwest Forklifts, LLC. Caution has been extended. We do have a number of drivers in the field that have admin controls. Lights are still on the pace truck as we pace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lights are off on the pace truck. We'll go back green on lap 9 of 30. Isaac Salas, Christopherson, Barry, Carter, and Grandy, your top 5. Braden Carter, that is. Pace truck has exited the speedway, leaving the field to Isaac Salas. Braden Carter trying to sneak up underneath the 51. Salas will block low. Braden Carter. Caution comes out once again. Guess as they say, cautions breed cautions. Dalton DeWert got the worst of it. Comes Joseph Grandy, gets out into Kurt Schatzer. Not sure what caused that. Schatzer into the outside fence. So we'll rack them one more time and give it another try as the leaders wait on the pace truck. Points are going to become very important after we fill the field with feature winners, which I told you in the beginning, we've only had a handful. Then we start counting points to fill out the 24-car Dirt Track Bank Dash for Cash. Each sponsor, Gears Unlimited, Midwest Forklifts LLC, and Caden Berry Motorsports all get a provisional start. So, a question for the audience. When does racing start on the East Coast? I guess they've got a pretty big storm coming through the Midwest. That's Landon Smith's area. What month do you get started? I know it never ends, but what month do you get started practicing track time out on the East Coast and Midwest for that matter? Now, when I was stationed up in Montana, we couldn't, sometimes it would snow all the way into June. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field. Clay Christopherson in tow. Braden Carter, Caden Berry, Michael Carter. Randy Shreves is up 4. Don't look now. The 007 high side up 8 positions from the start. Anthony Marfulio's up 9 positions. So Marfulio moving through the field, as is Sam Bachman. Bachman has the high side hustle working in that 007. He's running just about as high as you can run, getting it done in the 007. Marfulio up 9 positions in the 238, slowly working his way through the field. Go on board with Anthony. Got a new baby on the way as he pulls up to the rear bumper of the 213 of Michael Vitale. Looking back from Michael Vitale, now the 22 car of Brandon Wright sneaking into the picture. So we got a good battle back in the back. They are side by side. Everywhere else seems to be kind of strung out, nose to tail. Isaac Salas opening up a big lead. I think we're going to have lap traffic to contend with. We're halfway home next time by. Landon Smith says April in South Dakota. They get busy. Isaac Salas, Clay Christopherson, Caden Berry taking a peek underneath Braden Carter. 12th car for the pass, but the 12th car currently on the podium. You got father and son, Braden Carter, Michael Carter running 4th and 5th. A little bit of bump from the 05 of Braden Carter on the 12th car of Caden Berry. Clay Christopherson is next for the 12 car. Anthony Marfulio still on the move, up 9 positions as he's trying to find a way around the 213. Sam Bachman up 8. Michael Carter has moved up 4. Caden Berry has moved up 4. Oh, the 12 car washes up high. The 05 of Braden Carter able to stay off the rear end of the 12 car. Good battle here for the final podium. Michael Carter now has company with the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Joseph messaged me, just got out of the hospital, not sure what for, but glad to see you back out on the track, my friend. It's always a pleasure to have you. Are we going to go 3 wide? No, sir. Up front, Isaac Salas setting sail. Clay Christopherson in P2, Caden Berry. Braden Carter trying to rebound, get back by the 12 car. Berry goes down to the bottom side. He's going to roll the bottom. Gets into the inside wall. Braden Carter gets into the back of the 12 car. Braden Carter, Michael Carter running side by side. Check on Marfulio. He's still up 9. Hasn't been able to find his way by Michael Vitale. Now the 4 car. Scott Ryan coming into the picture. Logan Wentz in the 018 car is up 8 positions. So he's coming from the back on lap 24 of 30. Getting it done. You're not missing much up front. Isaac Salas has set sailed on the field, going for his 4th win in the 358 Modifieds for the season. And another $10. Braden Carter, now Caden Berry sets his sights on that 51 car. Caden Berry's going to try to work underneath that 51. Don't expect Clay Christopherson. He's going to stay upside. Thought he would go down and block that bottom lane. Berry has the bottom working, coming off of 4, side by side at the line. Battle for P2. Caution comes out on lap 27 of 30. Might have been Michael Carter. Let's take a look. Braden and Michael Carter running side by side. Michael Carter gets into the inside wall. Grandy can't woe up the 518, turns the 15. Isaac Salas, front of the field. Didn't want to see that caution come out. We'll be at lap 28 of 30. He raced in South Dakota until November 2nd. What about New Hampshire? When does race season on the track action start up in New Hampshire and Virginia for that matter? We think we could pretty much, although it's been raining quite a bit here lately, damn near run all year round out here in California. We don't, but I think you could at times. We've had race cancellations for excessive heat instead of rain or anything else. A little bit warm inside a car. Pace truck is off. We're back underway. Coming to lap 28 of 30. Braden Carter's going to try to take advantage of the caution. He's on the rear bumper of the 12 car. Caden Berry's going to take a peek underneath Clay Christopherson. Christopherson's going to go down low. I thought he would. Didn't think it would take that long. Those two are going to roll the bottom. Isaac Salas loving this in his rearview mirror, seeing these two battle it out. Berry's going to switch to the high side. He's going to try to get by the 51 up high. Going to run the middle, keep Christopherson down low, coming off of 4. Berry side by side. It'll be Caden Berry at the line for P2. Now Clay Christopherson under attack from the youngsters. Braden Carter's next. White flag is out. Isaac Salas leads it. Salas, Berry, Clay Christopherson, current podium drivers. Oh, Braden Carter into the wall hard. Top three start finish line. Top three start finish line, please. So Salas, Berry, Christopherson, your podium drivers. Doesn't happen very often, but we may get the Pro Late model. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for your interviews. We'll get a word with your top three here momentarily as we set up. Get Clay Christopherson first. Caden Berry in the booth, waiting on the old man, Clay Christopherson, to come up and chat with us in the 51 ride. Caden Berry moved up 5. Biggest mover of the 10 is Sam Bachman, and 10 to Marv Julio. Oh, 10. There's Clay Christopherson. Clay Christopherson brings the 51 car. He falls back 1, started on the outside of the front row, brings it home P2. Clay's Joe, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, good run in that 51 car. I got to tell you, man, you had two hungry youngsters with Caden Berry and Braden Carter. You were the old man of the group. Are you wore out?
No, I was just coasting around the bottom where it was comfortable, but the way I was entering, they were a lane above, and so they were entering a little harder, and there'd be a little contact here and there because they weren't ready for me to slow down that much. But it is what it is. I mean, it was still a good race, and there was a little bumping and banging, but nobody spun out from it, so it was fun.
Yeah, man. Anytime you end up on the podium, that's a pretty darn good race, I would say. Currently ninth in the points. This might move you up a little bit as we move towards the Dash for Cash, man. Who do you want to thank on that 51 FTM ride for a podium finish?
You for putting this on. It's been running for a few years off and on now, and all the guys at FTM and Swan Speed Shop for 358 and big block sets.
Yeah, man. And thank you. Those of you that don't know, Clay does do reviews for us when I remember to post them. So greatly appreciate it, my brother. Good luck in Pro Late Models.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. 12 car of Caden Berry, the birthday boy. He moves up 5 positions on his birthday in that 12 car. Caden Berry's show. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Man, that's the way you get it done. You moved up 5 positions. A little bit dusty out there. Did dust bother you at all?
No, I'm kind of used to it in real life when tracks get a little slick. Sometimes sometimes they get dusty and sometimes they don't, and sometimes they're just no dust at all and it's just super smooth slick. But yeah, just kind of used to it, so it kind of helps.
Yeah, man, it looks like you found the bottom earlier than anybody else, and it was kind of monkey see, monkey do after that. You like the bottom here at Weedsport?
Yeah, I do. Mainly has like the the motion drive, and I know the outside can be super far away around here, especially when you get to the back stretch. It almost kind of like shapes out like a D. So when you're on the outside, it gets pretty wide. So obviously the guys on the bottom, if they got that good enough a drive, they're gonna beat you to turn 3. So mainly I was just trying to focus on hitting my marks on the bottom because I knew that's where the place was going to be. I mean, 3 and 4, I tried the top a couple times. I actually got really, really good runs. Got around Braden and almost got around Clay up there as well. But I knew once I did that and it was fast, I knew Braden and everybody and Michael behind me, I knew they were going to go up there. So I decided to, squeeze my way back to the bottom, and it worked because I got back by Braden there, and it just got a little tight at the end. I mean, obviously, when you got like 3 to 4 or 5 cars plus trying to run the bottom at the same time, you just keep bumping into each other. But yeah, I mean, it's tight racing, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah, man, you were within like inches. We just were watching the replay of the race, and you hit that 12. You hit that bottom every time, man, within inches of the wall. Kind of looking forward to this. You posted on Facebook this wrap that you got coming out. Is that for the 360s?
Yep, yeah, I got a new paint done. It's a new replica of my real life sprint car, so it'll be really, really cool. It came out really, really good, so I'm excited to test it out here in Friday Night Lights, and hope everyone likes it.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. Who do you want to thank on the 12 ride for another podium finish?
Yeah, thank you. First and foremost, I get to give all glory to God, my mom and dad, my nana and grandpa, my grandmother Cece, my grandma Ryder, TJ, Tim and Kevin. Also, I got to thank Anthony too. Anthony Marvilio. He was in my Discord and he told me about that middle line in 3 and 4. He got me a good second place finish there. I also got to thank my sponsors, Granite State Blocktoppers, Juice Powder Coating, CRC, ZMAX, Driven to Save Lives, Victor Fuel, Turn 1 Graphics, Ride Family Sawmill, John Barry's Legacy Racing, and Alpha Cars. And gotta thank you for putting on the awesome broadcast.
Yeah, man, we'll see you in the Pro Late Models.
Yep, sure.
Isaac Salas takes a quick time, wins his heat race, starts on the pole of the feature, and anytime the 5 car is on the pole, is a tough customer to deal with. Isaac, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, another great run. This is your 4th win in the 358 modifieds. So another great run, man. You got a fat check here coming at the end of the year, depending on how well you do on the Dash for Cash. You going to share that with me?
Sure. Come on up here.
Man, how was the
Why
track?
not?
It
Let's
seems
get
like
you on some more vacations.
oh man, I could stay on vacation. I'm retiring in 3 years. Dang it.
Yeah.
So you ran away. Did you see those guys racing behind you?
I could hear it. I mean, I heard about it, but I didn't get to see much of it.
Man, those two
I heard it was
youngsters, Braden Carter and Caden Berry, were wearing the 51 out. I thought Clay Christopherson like an old man, but he said he wasn't tired. But man, they were beating him to death up there. But able the 5 car to break away a little bit. Grandpa's watching tonight, so I'm sure he's happy of the 5 car. Man, how was the track, and what do you expect out of the Pro Late Models?
Yeah, Well, hi, Gramps. I'm glad he's catching a broadcast. It's always fun. But the track was good. I thought it was, pretty slick. Kind of made you definitely start to search for lines there in that last 15, 20 laps of the feature. Um, and it made it really interesting. I was, smoking 3 and 4. I was up on the wall basically to keep some speed in that thing. So I think the mods are. I think the late models will be fun. I think it'll be slicked off as well. These cars will a little bit more heavy. I think they'll slick the track off a little bit faster into the night, which will be good. It'll make it really really fun. Um, and it's tight quarters racing. So I think it should be a lot of fun. A good show.
So we shortened the practice time of 358s to 15 minutes instead of 30. Did it make a difference?
Um, yeah, a little bit. I mean, with how it had been, I think we were basically to that point, you know, where we were at the end of the feature, probably like towards the start or the first 5 laps of the feature. So it was a nice change, but either way, you still have to search for lines and everything else. So either way, it was really good. But uh, for the first week of 15 minutes of practice, it was a good showing.
So you got quick time. That's another $10. You got
Yeah,
a
we
feature
like that.
win. That's another
Yeah.
$10. You didn't get hard charger, but that's okay when you start at the front, man. Great run by the 5 car. Who do you want to thank on that ride for another? Let me think. Gears Unlimited Victory Lane. Michael Vitale Motorsports is our hard charger sponsor. Gears Unlimited Victory Lane. Who do you want to thank on the 5 ride?
Big thanks to all those guys over at Venom Racing. It's a lot of fun to come out here and sadly be the only Venom guy, but try to keep the name in all the leagues we can, with everything we got going on in our personal lives. Dean the Super Dirt Car Series, I know he was watching, so that's really cool. The FTM guys, man, I got to hang out with those guys for a while, so that was cool. Didn't want to didn't want to hang out alone tonight, so they open armed, let me come in their Discord, so that was pretty sweet. Um, Magnum Race Designs, JRB Designs for this that mod scheme, man, and the late model and sprint car. I think I got the. Oh no, who did this? Oh, I'm in the black car tonight, aren't I? Oh man, I
You are
forgot about
indeed.
that. I love that. Yeah, that was actually a Magnum car with Mr. Brian Lawson. I love that car. That came out pretty sweet. That was actually our debut with that car tonight. I'm losing track of all the paint schemes I got, if you can't tell. But yeah, that was our debut with that car, so that's pretty awesome. It's a good first showing with that car. Um, but yeah, JRB Designs for the late model you'll get to see in a second then. RSN Trackside, Mission 22, Top Notch Trucking with my Gramps, Shaggy TV, Regency Home Inspections. Thanks to Mikey for the sponsorship. My mom, my dad, obviously, thanks to Gramps for just being a fan as well. Thanks to all my friends that have started tuning in to watch these. Thanks to you, Joe, for broadcasting. Thanks to old Kelser for just letting me get my hobby on Friday nights. It's a big ask some days, so very grateful that she lets me do it and put on a show. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
on
man
that.
with too many
Fun.
car wraps. When you don't remember what car you're in, you might be in Dean Reynolds territory there.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got this one all prepped up in secret for me, basically saying that I need a black car. And so I was like, all right, well, I'll debut it. And I put it on for last night's race in a different league, and I didn't make it. And so tonight was actually the first time I got to run it. So that was pretty sweet. And, I'm glad to debut a new wrap in Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. We'll see you in the pro late models. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll have the pro late models right back here at Weedsport. We'll be back.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we are committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. About to get the Pro Late Model Show underway. Who do we got? Voodoo checking in. Anyone can race in Dirt Track Bank Friday Night Lights. We take all I ratings. Doesn't matter. We do this for veterans, so we do not limit I ratings, so everyone can join. Dean Reynolds checking in. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the Pro Late Model qualifying underway. Welcome back. Looks like we got a smaller field for the Pro Late Models. We'll follow along as the cars come out on track. Let's see who's first out of the pits. No one is going to be a taker yet. They'll all come at once. Looks like Paul Heward in the Wonder 031 will be the first out on track, followed by Billy Roberts in the 99. Michael Vitale out on track. Paul Heward with your quick time currently. The 213, good looking ride with the Mission 22 Pro Late Model. Michael Vitale, Billy Roberts, Joseph Grandy in the 518 is with us. Welcome back to the Midwest Forklift LLC Pro Late Models. Looks like we had, can't remember, 17 cars. Anthony Marfulio, Billy Roberts, top of the board in the 99 with a 14.73. That'll move Paul Heward down to P2. Anthony Marfulio, now Donald Ingram. He times in 14.63 in the 10 car, driver out of Georgia. He'll move Grandy down one, Billy Roberts down one. Nick Berry out on track. Still got a lot of cars left to go. The 85 shuts it down. Currently 8th quick. Randy Shreves in the 56 car is back with us. Randy Shreves is up P2. Cale Smith in the 115 CSC driver. Jesse Ingram on track. Michael Carter on track. Donald Ingram currently with your quick time at a 14.63. Jesse Ingram, he's third quick. Fourth quick with a 14.73. So the Ingram brothers moving their way to the top of the board. Cale Smith coming for his first time lap. The 115 will move up the fourth quick. Michael Carter with your quick time, currently in the 15 car, the driver out of Virginia. He puts down a 14.52. Braden Carter, third quick, 14.66. Cale Smith, sixth quick, 14.71. Isaac Salas, just talked to him, 14.74. Ninth quick. Braden Carter moves to the quick time, bumps his dad down one notch. Braden Carter with a 14:40. Caden Berry, 14:68. Coming to his second lap. Can he improve? That'll do it. Fourth for Barry. Jesse Whittington out on track in the number 94. He'll go sixth quick, 14:70. Still have 3 cars to qualify. Not sure if they're going to make it out. Logan Wentz, Justin Sick, and Jace Badecker will not make it out to qualify. So we're about to go heat racing, ladies and gentlemen. Braden Carter with your quick time. Donald Ingram on the front row. Randy Shreves, Joseph Grandy, row 2. Jesse Ingram, Isaac Salas in row number 3. Andrew Harley, Anthony Marvulio in row number 4. James Ingram, Logan Wentz rounds out your full field of 10 drivers. As we get set up, watch that 05 car. Braden Carter on the bottom side. Donald Ingram showing some drastic improvement here recently on that 10 car. He'll be battling it out. Landon Smith checking in. Roxanne Jones cheering on the Carter gang. Randy Carter checking in. We will have the Randy Carter painting Victory Lane to celebrate the winner of the feature tonight. Take a look at the points real quick as soon as I find this that they're on. Braden Carter's currently your points leader, followed by Caden Berry, Michael Carter, Clay Christopherson, Jesse Ingram are your top 5 in points. Race truck will exit next time by. Green flag is out. We're underway. Braden Carter with the lead. He jumps out front. He's going to roll the bottom. Donald Ingram dives the 10 car. Oh, we got a kind of a mess in the back. Not sure what happened. Donald Ingram, Joseph Grandy, your top 3. Andrew Harley currently in the last transfer in that 1 car. Isaac Salas in the 5 back there battling it out. Jesse Ingram in the lucky 777. It was a mess behind them. Randy Shreves, I think, got caught up. James Ingram did get caught up. Up front, Braden Carter setting sail early. Donald Ingram keeping toe, evenly spaced. Joseph Grandy, MP3. The battle's going to be right here for the final transfer. The 5 car of Isaac Salas. We saw what he could do in a 358 modified. He's going to try to repeat in the Pro Late model. He pulls up underneath Andrew Harley in the 1 on your screen. We're showing Andrew Harley as a 43 car. Jesse Ingram has a little ways to go. Isaac Salas needs to get up there. Everyone heading to the feature. Top 4 typically transfer. Kim Salas out cheering on that 5 car. Roxanne Jones cheering on the 05 of Braden Carter. He looks like he's in a different gear than everybody else. Oh, did Carter get into that inside wall? He's able to drive away. Donald Ingram, Joseph Grandy in the 518, my apologies. And Andrew Harley able to hold off the 5 car, which is no small task. If you can hold off that 5 car, you've done something. 1 lap to go. Up front, Braden Carter. Almost a straightaway lead over the rest of the field. Coming off a turn 4, 5 car. Braden Carter for the heat win. Donald Ingram, P2. Joseph Grandy, Andrew Harley, Isaac Salas, your top 5. Followed by Ingram, Reeves, and Marv Julio in the 238. Heat 2, Michael Carter, Caden Berry in the front row, Jesse Whittington, Cale Smith in row 2, Billy Roberts, Michael Vitale in row number 3, Paul Heward, Nick Berry in row number 4, Justin 6, Jace Badecker in row number 5. Talking about Jace Badecker at the beginning of the show in that 7 car. We got to see his first laps in a wingless 360 Sprinter this New Year's Day at the local track. Heck of a dwarf car driver. He's moving up. Probably won't run a full schedule this year, but toying with the idea. Had some fuel problems. They're working that out. So it's good to see. I think Jace is a junior in high school. Step out of the dwarf car, get out of his comfort zone, and give sprint cars. Looks like Nick Berry and Justin Sick have not made the grid. So we will go with 8 in heat number 2. I think it's really cool to follow these guys that race with us in real life. Michael Carter with a new wrap on their new skins on his real pro late model. We heard about Caden Berry and his sprint car adventures. Jace Badecker now in the number 22 wingless 360 Sprinter. They only got 1 lap. Couldn't quite figure out their fuel issues. They'll get it. Kind of brought us into dwarf car racing and helped us out, showed us the way. Michael Carter will take the green flag. The pace truck will exit next time by. Gail Hodgson cheering on the 12 car. Roxanne Jones for Michael Carter. Caden Berry currently second in the points. Pro late models and 358s dominating the sprint cars, that's for certain. Pace truck is off. We are underway. Michael Carter, good start by the 15. He's going to keep it down low. Barry's going to try to push him off the wall. No room down there. Barry's going to lose a little bit of momentum. Leave it to the 94 of Whittington. Whittington keeping the 94 up high. Cale Smith in 4th. Whittington goes up high, gets into the outside fence. Will that open the door for Cale Smith into 115? Yes, sir. 115 up to P3. Coming off of turn 4, not so quick. Side by side at the line. Up front, Michael Carter. Let's go on board with Caden Berry and see if the 18-year-old birthday boy can get up there and get by the old man, Michael Carter. You hear him working the throttle, trying to keep that 12 car down low. Michael Carter, a little bit different line. Top 2 starting to pull away from the field. Cale Smith did solidify his position in P3. Whittington now has the 213. Michael Vitale to deal with. We got side-by-side Paul Heward and Billy Roberts. Roberts shows them the right rear. They're going to beat and bang coming back through. Crossover coming from Roberts. Billy's probably won't put up with that for very long. Look, more contact. Up front, Michael Carter, Caden Berry dueling it out. 2 laps to go. Coming to the white flag. Michael Carter takes the white flag. Berry sends it down low. Michael Carter with 2 more corners to navigate in the 15 car. Coming off of turn 4. 15 car, Michael Carter for the win. Caden Berry P2. Cale Smith 3. Whittington, Vitale, Heward, Roberts, and Jace Badecker. Well, that's a little rough. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back.
biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom. Two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place our fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to go feature racing 30 laps right here at Weedsport. Braden Carter, Michael Carter on the front row. Donald Ingram, Caden Berry in row number 2. Joseph Grandy is side by side with Cale Smith. Andrew Harley, Jesse Whittington in row 4. Isaac Salas, Michael Vitale in row number 5. Jesse Ingram, Paul Heward in row number 6. Randy Shreve, Billy Robertson, row number 7. Anthony Marfulio, Jace Badecker in row number 8. James Ingram, Nick Berry in row number 9. Logan Wentz, Justin Sick, which didn't take the field initially, so they might not be with us anymore. So we'll see if they grid. So you got a Carter front row. Youngster on the bottom, Dad on the outside. Braden Carter first in the points. Michael Carter third in points. Caden Berry right behind the outside of row number 2 is second in the points. "30 laps as the pace truck rolls. Seven car, you are flashing a little bit. We'll keep an eye on it. If you keeps flashing, we'll throw a caution. You'll get an EOL. If it continues, then we'll have to ask you to exit. Braden Carter at the front of the field in the 05 machine, currently running in the Pro Series for iRacing. That's exciting. Timothy Aldridge, Rhonda, Landon, Roxanne, everybody. Randy Carter checking in. Here we go, 30 laps, pro late models. Matter of fact, Braden Carter's going to run a limited schedule in his late model out in Virginia. Can't wait to see that. As he's going to roll the bottom, the 15 car washes up a little bit higher. Caden Berry stuck side by side with the 10 car. Donald Ingram is going to push the 12 car off the bottom a little bit. Logan Wentz getting involved. Cale Smith with a little bit of tap. The 10 car may be holding the field up a little bit. Kind of the accordion effect. Andrew Harley back there. Isaac Salas in the 5 car is going to come from a little bit further back than he did in the 358s. See how the 5 car does in traffic tonight in the pro late model. Paul Heward, Jesse Ingram back there. Side by side. 031, that's Paul Heward. He's going to run the high side. Everyone else trying to get to the bottom of the track. 777 washes up a little bit. Randy Shreves back there with them in the 56. Billy Roberts and Jace Badecker. You can see the 7 car flashing, or we let him get into too much traffic. We'll probably throw a caution and move him to the back. Don't know what's going on behind them. James Ingram is back there. Nick Berry didn't grid. Okay, so there you have it. The task at hand, the 15 car, the old man trying to run down his son in the 05. See if he can get it done. Caden Berry moves up to P3, so currently on a podium. Joseph Grandy moves up 1. Donald Ingram, he falls back 3 in the 10 car, the driver out of Georgia. .40 car rolling on the bottom. I don't know what happened to the 40 car. Came off of turn 4, and James Ingram was just on the bottom. I don't know what happened. Maybe James Ingram was heading for the infield and couldn't quite woe it down there. Isaac Salas comes up on the 40. Don't know if the 40 will shut it down or not. So that'll bring the field back together on lap 9 of 30. Like Isaac Salas is falling back, went into pits for a quick repair. So Isaac Salas will have a fresh ride. After getting into the rear end of that 40 car. 40 car was just kind of stopped on the bottom of the track when they came off of turn 4. Couldn't have been a worse place for that. Leader, if we have another caution, I need you to tighten up to the pace truck, please. Get the field bunched up here. And just so you know, drivers do not hear the broadcast. I have a button, so when I need to talk to them, I press the button. Couldn't imagine trying to drive and hearing a broadcast going on. Pace truck will exit this time by, leaving the field to Braden Carter. Pops does not cut him very much slack. Those two race each other about as hard as you can race. Carter on the bottom. Braden Carter, he'll slide up in front of the 15. Will this open the door for Joseph Grandy as the 12 car, as he has been doing, is going to roll the bottom, coming off of 4. Let's go on board with Caden Berry to see how close he is getting to that inside fence in 3 and 4. Right here, he'll come down low. You hear him off the throttle. Yeah, he didn't get down that low this time by. But he is going to get past. Joseph Grandy moves up to a podium position. The 518. Caden Berry's going to battle back. Berry moves up off the bottom a little bit after that. Donald Ingram, Cale Smith gets by. Biggest mover so far, Randy Shreves up 3. Jace Badecker in the 7th car up 3. No change at the front. The Carters running away with it. Go on board with Braden Carter as he's running high in 3 and 4. Pretty tricky track. You can hear the drivers off the throttle. Caden Berry's going to try to make it back. He's going to move back down to the bottom. That's where he's making his money. On lap 16 of 30, ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway the 30-lap feature. Single file. Michael Vitale still trying to make some moves again. Michael, thank you for your service to our nation and the United States Air Force. Greatly appreciated. And your sponsorship of the 358 Hard Charger Award. Greatly appreciated, sir. Jesse Ingram is back there. Jace Badecker's back there. Isaac Salas has not been able to move up much. Paul Heward, Billy Roberts. Oh, 40 car around once again. That's 2 cautions for the 40 car. So if he doesn't park it, we may have to park him. As soon as I find him. So we'll go back green. Braden Carter still at the point on lap 18 of 30. Using the rules of last year, if you bring out 2 cautions in a feature that is a DQ, 40 car has been DQ'd. We'll bunch them up once again, see if that 15 car can get a run on the lower side of the 05. And Landon, we're happy to have you here, my friend. I need to make it out to South Dakota for pheasant hunting. It's on my bucket list. I got to make it out there. Green flag comes out. We're back underway. 5 car, Braden Carter able to move up in front of the 15. He's going to keep it down low, wash up a little bit. Similar line from the 15 car. Caden Berry side by side with the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Grandy now rolling the bottom. It'll be Berry at the line. We haven't seen Caden Berry running that outside very much tonight. He's going to run the middle. Oh, Grandy gets a little bit loose. That'll give the position to the 12 car. Now Cale Smith wants into the action. He wants to get by the 518. Donald Ingram in the 10 car with a mirror full of the 1 car of Andrew Harley and Whittington in the 94. Cody Whelan checking in. Cody, welcome to the show. Jace Badecker battling it out with Jesse Ingram. Badecker move up to P7, or 7 points, 7 places. I'll figure it out. Up front, Braden Carter, Michael Carter, Caden Berry, your top 3 in points and top 3 on the track. Oh, Braden Carter goes up high. Michael Carter tries a different line. He goes down low, as does Cale Smith. I bet there's chatter on the CSC race comms. On lap 26 of 30, the race is winding down quick. Cale Smith in the top 5. Donald Ingram recovers, running a solid P6. Andrew Harley, Michael Vitale. Up front is where the show is going to be. Will Michael Carter make a last lap attempt to get by the youngster? Will we see a bump and run? Well, that'd be something. That'd be some conversation around the dinner table. I heard Randy Carter may have done that at one time to Michael Carter. Will he pass it, the jeans down here in the last lap? 2 laps to go. Braden Carter, Michael Carter, Caden Berry breaking away from the field. Coming to the white flag, 0-5. Braden Carter with 1 lap to go. Michael Carter in tow. Both cars, all 3 cars, will dive down low. Michael Carter stays down low, as does Caden Berry. That will open up the lead. Braden Carter with 2 more corners to navigate. All 3 cars stay down low. Carter for the win. Carter P2. Caden Berry P3. Top 3 start finish line, please. Top 3 start finish line. Braden Carter celebrating a little bit, as he should. That'll work, fellas. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. We'll get a word with your top 3 here momentarily. Show running a little bit ahead, which is a good thing. Get a word with Caden Berry whenever he comes in the booth. Where's all my stuff here? There is the birthday boy, the second podium of the night. He's able to move up 1. Caden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Man, another good show. Looks like you got forced up off the bottom there on a restart. How was the track?
You know, it was slick, and then tacking some spots. It was a pretty dry, slick surface. I just kind of felt like it just kind of got down to like a 1-lane kind of groove, like, you know, middle to bottom in 1 and 2. Whatever felt better for you, and top in 3 and 4, or middle in 3 and 4 is just was the way to go. But I mean, with how tight this place is, it's kind of hard to pass here. But you know, it is what it is. We had a really, really good night, and yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, man, and you're not even supposed to be specialist here in the pro late models. Currently second in the points. You are 3 points ahead of Michael Carter. So we'll have to see how the night plays out. Incident points come into play and all kinds of things. So another solid run by the 12 car. Looking forward to the new wrap coming out in the 360s up next. Who do you want to thank once again on that ride for another podium finish?
Yeah, thank you. First and foremost, got to give all glory to God. My mom and dad, my nana and grandpa, my grandmother Cece, my grandma Ryder, TJ, Tim and Kevin. Got to thank my sponsors, Granite State Blocktoppers, Juice Powder Coating, CRC, ZMAX, Driven to Save Lives, Victory Fuel, Tournament Graphics, Ryder Family Sawmill, John Bear's Legacy Racing, and Alpha Cars, and you for putting on an awesome broadcast.
Awesome, man. Good luck in the sprint cars. Hold on. Let me look here. I just looked at it today for your, let's see. You have 7 wins, and this is week 9. So good luck in the 360. No pressure. Good luck in the 360s.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We will catch up with Michael Carter next in the 15 car. Top 2 didn't move. Started second, finished second. Michael Joe, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Man, how cool is this going to be when you and Braden are doing this on a real track? Are you going to cut him any slack on the real track, or are you going to play Randy Carter and boot him out of the way?
If he's holding me up, he's gonna get the bumper, of course. But nah, I ain't. When it comes to real racing, man, it's no friends on the track. I go out there and race and do what I can do and try to save my equipment. So I wouldn't drive them. I don't try to drive anybody dirty. I really try to save my equipment. So yeah, but I'll definitely race them hard and definitely looking forward to that when that happens for sure.
Yeah, man, you push him for sure. Saw the car on Facebook. Looks spectacular. When's it going for a wrap?
Uh, thanks. Kyle did an amazing job on everything. It's supposed probably 1st of February or so. I'm getting a couple more sponsors lined up and getting everything where it's supposed to go. So hopefully around 1st of February, first or second week, she'll be done.
So when we going to see you or Braden at the Chili Bowl or the shootout in Tulsa? Man, that looks like a freaking blast.
Oh yeah, I mean it looks like a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll ever be a sprint car guy. If one of us ever got the opportunity, it would probably be him since he's younger. If that would ever, come about, I'd definitely jump on it and go out there and watch him run some laps. I mean, I'd do it. Not a big sprint car guy, but I mean, if I ever had the opportunity, of course I'd try it too. But yeah, man, it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, a buddy of mine that runs dwarf cars with us ran the 600, and he said those cars are rockets with the 600cc. He said they weigh 700 and something pounds with the driver. He said it's absolutely freaking amazing. Gave me goosebumps. And here I sold my car because of my back, and hopefully my wife's not. I'm getting in a car again. It's gonna happen. I love you, honey.
Oh, once you get in one though, you're never going to want to get out. That's for sure.
You know, yeah.
It kind of sucks when you're not racing. It's kind of
Yeah, I was
depressing.
telling the broadcast. I went out New Year's Eve. They have play day at the local track, and I went out with the guy who bought my dwarf car and helped them out a little bit. And man, seeing my car out on the track and me not in it, that's the first time I've seen it on the track because I've always been in it. So yeah, man, I was like, oh my god, what'd I do? So that's all right. All right,
Yeah,
man.
one day.
So enough of that. So who do you want to thank on that ride for another podium finish? I got your message. I'll go ahead and square that away. Those what I put out was not official by any stretch of the imagination. It was just kind of California math and figuring. So I'll correct
you're
that.
good,
But
buddy.
who do you want to thank on that ride for podium finish?
Always got to thank you here, Joe, for putting this on Friday Night Lights. Got to thank Dirt Track Bank, Shaggy TV. Everybody's a part of this that, we've been here for years and really enjoy racing here, man. So that's much appreciated. Got to thank my dad, Randy Carter Painting, CSC Motorsports, Cale Smith, Braden Carter, Kyle Hardy, Big John Higdon. He's part of our team now. He'll be coming out shortly, eventually
Nice.
here with us. I got Twisted Designs, Midwest Forklifts. My mom's watching. My dad's watching. Kale's family's watching. Lando, his mom. Uh, Anybody else that's tuning in, really appreciate it. Really, really thanks for the support.
Yeah, man. So, I've tried to make this our last season, but you guys keep bringing out these new drivers. And so all summer, I'll be thinking, man, I can't wait to see the new guy. Can't wait to see this new guy. Not only CSC, the whole field. We always have new drivers. They get better and better and better. So, yeah, don't do that to me. You gonna
Try
run a
not
sprint
to,
car?
Joe.
You gonna run a
Nah,
sprint?
I think I'm done tonight. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I'm gonna take it easy rest tonight. But I appreciate it.
All right, man. Great run.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Braden Carter in the 05 starts on the pole, brings it home. P1. Braden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Man, another great run. So were you worried with your dad behind you, or are you just comfortable with that?
I try not to worry when people are behind me. Just try to run my line, see how the track changes, stay confident in myself, I don't try to let people behind me dictate the way I perform, But to have a guy like him behind me, like you said, is a pretty tough task. You gotta keep your eyes peeled and stay consistent.
Yeah, you didn't have any problems. He ran you clean. He was running the bottom. Did you see him go down low? Did you ever think about changing your line, or were you just in your comfort zone?
Yeah, I was kind of searching a little bit on that last restart. I didn't really want to try low anywhere but 1 and 2. I mean, I thought about going there, but I just feel like I had that line working perfectly in 1 and 2. I knew the bottom in 3 and 4 was junk. It was already burned off by like lap 7, so I didn't test too much down there. It was really middle to top in 3 and 4. So other than that, I was comfortable with what I was doing.
Yeah, and how's the pro deal going?
Man, it's doing really good. I gotta give a good shout out to Tanner Pettit. Really got me hooked up in the sprint car, man. I really just run 410 sprints. I try to run 360s here. I don't run them often. I'm just so used to the 410. But he got me hooked up for Houston this week. Had a great run the second qualifier, and we'll be in Pro Series Monday night in the 410 sprint at Houston. It's the new track. Pretty excited for that. That's my 4th Pro Series race. Great competition. Love it, man. It's so fun to make those and say I can be in them.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk your dad into getting you in either into the shootout at Tulsa or the Nationals in a midget. I need to see you.
Yeah.
I need to see you run one of them things. So
Man, I was talking to some buddies earlier about the Tulsa shootout specifically, not the Chili Bowl. Man, I'd love to go and rip one of those micro outlaws, man. They look so fun. The wing micro outlaws, I've been watching them all week. I'd love to do that. That'd be something great. If I ever get the opportunity, definitely taking it. That'd be great to do, man. I looks so much fun.
yeah, we run 1,000cc motors in our dwarf cars. I had a buddy I was telling your dad that went out and he's running right now. He ran this afternoon. I don't know how he did. And he said the 600cc wing cars are absolutely rockets. He said it's nothing compared to a dwarf car. So those things they're like 700 pounds with the driver in them. He said it is absolutely phenomenal. This is his first time. He's an old guy like me. This is his first time out there, and he won a heat race, I think. And yeah, what a deal, man. I need you to go out there so I have a reason to travel and watch it.
Yeah, man, they look fun. We have a track around here in PA called Path Valley. They were in 600cc there. I got to watch a little bit of that. They definitely look like rockets, man. Like you said, they just fly. And like I said, I'd love to do that one day. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, we got any sponsors out there listening in? All you got to do is contact us. You want to sponsor this kid and put him in a 600cc. What are they called? Winged Outlaws? Is that what they call them?
I think they're winged outlaw micro sprints, I believe. Man, it'd be a dream to run that. I'd try to wheel that thing if I could get some practice laps and hopefully do something good in it.
Yeah, man. Another great run by the 05. You keep your points lead, your 4th win of the season. Who do you want to thank on that ride for another Randy Carter victory lane?
I gotta thank CSC Motorsports, my dad, Cale Smith, Kyle Hardy, Coyote Racing, Jonathan Higdon, Midwest Forklifts LLC, Len Smith, my granddad, Randy Carter Painting, Twisted Designs, Eternal Racing Pro Series sponsor, and you, Joe, Dirt Track Bank, Friday Night Lights, all the sponsors across the 3 divisions, and yeah.
All right, man. Great run. We're going to see you in the sprints, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our nightcap. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the 360 sprint cars. Stay tuned.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we are committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country. The goal at any given race is, of course, to win, and CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we are committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country. The goal at any given.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sprint cars on the track. Getting ready to get the nightcap underway. Won't let him burn up the track too much. And we got 15 cars in the field so far. Rhonda, didn't Nick Berry have something he did at the Chili Bowl? Quick time, fastest lap, something. What did Nick do, Nick Berry, out at the Chili Bowl? Answering a question online. We'll let you take a listen and a look as we let these drivers all get on the track and get a couple practice laps, and we will get the action underway. Ladies and gentlemen, time to advance, get the qualifying underway. We don't have a start time for the last two races. They take place after their previous race finishes. So get qualifying underway here at Weedsport for the nightcap, week 9. Again, I think I looked earlier. Caden Berry has 7 wins of the 9 weeks. Barry, Stevens, Morano, Carter, Christopherson are your top 5. Let's see who comes out first. Looks like it's going to be Michael Vitale in the 513. Mission 22 on board. Anthony Marfulio in the 238. Runs midgets, I think, last I heard. Richard Swavely is with us, a driver out of Wyoming. Jesse Ingram in the 777. Donald Ingram in the 10. James Ingram is back with us in the 40 ride. Jesse Whittington has joined us for the sprint cars. No laps have come in yet. Randy Shreves. There's the first lap in. 14:15 by Swavely. Quickly outdone. Looks like the top of the board is shuffling. Paul Heward with a 1383, top of the board. Donald Ingram with a 1396. He'll move up to P2. Now Andrew Harley with a 1352. Put the 43 at the top of the board. Randy Shreves in the 56. 1357. Good enough for second quick on his first lap. Jesse Whittington, 1369, moves down to third as they are wrapping up here. Randy Shreves, 56, top of the board. 1342 for the 56 car. Looks like we have a few cars that haven't come out yet. One of them being Caden Berry. Braden Carter out on track. Derek P. out on track. There's Caden Berry. Joseph Grandy moves up to P4. Braden Carter, top of the board, 1329. Derek P, 1361. Good enough for fourth quick. Joseph Grandy currently sixth quick, 1377. Caden Berry on his first lap. Don't know if he touched the wall or what happened there. Last car to qualify. Top of the board for the 12th car. 1319. He'll move Braden Carter down one notch. Again, that is a replica paint of the real-life 12 car. Caden Berry will take your quick time as we prepare for heat races. Like Nick Berry did not take the green flag. Heat 1 will take the grid. Caden Berry with your quick time. Caden Berry Motorsports 360 sprint cars. Caden Berry, Derek P. on the front row. Andrew Harley, Joseph Grandy in row number 2. Anthony Marfulio, Richard Swavely in row number 3. Jesse Ingram and Nick Berry, who did not take the time, so we'll see if he grids. As we are waiting on your quick time driver, Caden Berry, to get on the grid. Will Berry make the grid? I don't see. Looks like Caden Berry is disconnected. Huh. So will we see Caden Berry have to come from deep in the field in the feature? And we wait, and we wait. There he is. 12 car on the grid. Pace truck should roll off. got a message, you fans out there. We've had 100 chat messages so far this evening. It's awesome. Greatly appreciate your participation. We do this for you, so you can watch your drivers. Caden Berry will take us to the green flag. Placerville's own Derek P, who is outside. Leader, going to need you to tighten up the pace truck, please. Get the field bunched up here. That is the car you will see on the tracks out east this year in that 12 car as we are underway. Big jump by the 12 car. Rest of the field didn't need to see that. Derek P, Andrew Harley. Oh, somebody got wicked loose up high. Andrew Harley will settle out in P2. Anthony Marfulio in the 238, battling down low. Thought about 3 wide. I don't know who that is. 43 car. He's having a heck of a time. Andrew Harley. Now Marfulio gets way loose. Gets into the 518. Grandy able to hold on. Caden Berry checking out on the field. Contact between Derek P. and Joseph Grandy, I think. Those two beating and banging does not typically work in an open wheel car, and they are going at it. You're looking to probably get a flat tire up there. Anthony Marfulio's having all kinds of trouble. He gets up into the wall up high in the 238. 32 car. Derek P goes for a ride, as does the 43. So 2 cars out. Caden Berry setting sail. Joseph Grandy in P2. Anthony Marfulio moves up to P3. Jesse Ingram getting it done. Richard Swavely running the bottom. Richard Swavely either is or was a race announcer out in Wyoming. One lap to go. Caden Berry for the heat win. Joseph Grandy got a ways to go. Grandy, Marfulio, Ingram, Swavely, and Berry. That's kind of a sloppy heat race. Heat 2, Braden Carter, Randy Shreves on the front row. Jesse Whittington, Paul Heward in row 2. Donald Ingram, Michael Vitale in row number 3. James Ingram, Kyle Hardy round out your full field of 8 drivers. We haven't seen Kyle Hardy tonight. There he is. The 990 ride. Those of you that are race fans, follow Kyle Hardy races late models everywhere. Glad to have him as a part of the show. So, Randy Shreves and Braden Carter. So, an old hand at it, and the youngster down low. Let's see how this goes. Sean Stevens messaging in. Won't be able to make the show tonight. That's unfortunate, Sean. Hopefully we see you next week. Leader, stay up closer to the pace truck. Timothy Eldridge checking in. Rhonda checking in. Grateful Dad, not sure who that is. Cheering on Caden Berry. Might assume that is Nick Berry out there checking in. Pace truck will exit this time by 8 laps to get it done. Everybody transferring for the 3-lap feature. As you heard, that 05 car, Braden Carter, is going to be running in the Pro Series Monday night in a 410 sprint car. So he's getting a lot of practice in sprint cars. Jesse Whittington now, he's going to pull up underneath that 56 car of Randy Shreves. Gets a little bit loose coming off. Loses some momentum. That'll open up the door. Paul Heward in the 031 is going to try to get up there and get one of those top 3 positions. Heward now with Kyle Hardy underneath him in the 990. That got tight off of that corner. Donald Ingram, James Ingram back there. Michael Vitale in the 213. Don't know what happened to Michael. He dropped back a couple. Braden Carter getting it done at the front of the field. Randy Shreves, P2. Kyle Hardy is up 5 positions in that 990 car. See if he has anything for Shreves. Hardy moves up to a top 3 so far. Jesse Whittington falls back in the 094 ride. Braden Carter starting to check out on the field. Look at the 05 go. Kyle Hardy trying to find a way, see if he can't get up there and battle with Shreves. He's going to go to the high side. You're not missing anything out front. Braden Carter setting sail on the field. Randy Shreves run a little slider line in 1 and 2, and he'll stay up on the cushion in 3 and 4. 1 lap to go. Braden Carter, 2 corners to navigate to bring home another heat win. He's going to roll the bottom. Coming off of turn 4, it will be Braden Carter. This is going to be a battle. Kyle Hardy gave it a try. Shreves, Hardy, Whittington, Heward, Ingram, Vitale, and James Ingram. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have 3 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back.
Mission 22 is founded on the timeless principle that America's warriors are equally valuable overseas as they are within our borders. We are unwaveringly committed to the journey back home and understand the barriers our heroes face when making the often arduous and taken for granted transition home. Trauma is an opportunity. While bleeding, hidden pains of the past can never be removed. We can transform them into something brand new and beautiful. We can grow through trauma to become our community's cornerstone, the safest neighbor on the block, the strongest leader in the office, the most caring volunteer at the elementary school. The Recovery and Resiliency Program is a year-long, and it uses everything from cutting-edge biometric tools to science-backed supplements. This is a catalyst to take the deep scars suffered for our nation's sake and turn them into opportunities to direct our God-given purpose and energies as protectors toward a refreshed and meaningful life. By committing to this year-long program, you will be happier, stronger, and wiser. Your PTS and/or TBI may not leave you, but you will be more comfortable in your own skin, and your suffering will begin to have meaning.
Our goal is to give warriors one thing, the truth. Let's take responsibility for our healing.
Welcome back. Car's still out on the track. Got about 15 seconds left. Coming up, 30 lap, 360 sprint cars. Caden Berry, 7 wins on 9 races this season. 12 car getting, the red and black 12 car getting wicked loose. Let's see what it looks like. Caden Berry, Braden Carter on the front row, Joseph Grandy, Randy Shreves in row 2, Anthony Marfulio, Kyle Hardy in row 3, Jesse Ingram, Jesse Whittington in row number 4, Richard Swavely, Paul Heward in row number 5, Nick Berry, Donald Ingham in row number 6, Derek P., Michael Vitale in row number 7, Andrew Harley and James Ingram round out your field of 16 drivers. All right, race fans, who you got out there? Roxanne Jones checking in for Braden Carter. It's the only one I see so far for the feature. Got a stacked front row, the second row with Shreves and Grandy. This might be interesting. Let's see if the 12 car can check out and get his 8th win out of 9 races. As the pace truck collects the field. First, I got to get the right overlay. There we go. Caden Berry Motorsports 360 sprint cars, 30 laps to settle it. Next week, we're at the big track at Charlotte, so that'll be a little bit different, I think. Let me check the schedule real quick here. Yeah, we'll be at Charlotte. Gail checking in for Caden and Nick Berry. Caden Berry helping the pace truck get around the track with a little push. Timothy Eldridge checking in. Pace truck will exit. Leave the field to the 12 car. Caden Berry, great restart by Berry, gets out in front. Let's see if Grandy or Braden Carter or Randy Shreves or anybody in the field has anything for the 12 car. As he starts to open up a little bit of a lead, Randy Shreves battling it out with Kyle Hardy in the 990 machine. Anthony Marfulio, past champion at Friday Night Lights in a sprint car. We're going to go 3 wide in front of him. Yikes. And they drive through it. Jesse Whittington back there. Paul Heward in the 031. He's banging the high side. Richard Swavely in the Wyoming ride in the 032. Donald Ingram back there. Jesse Ingram in the lucky 777. Andrew Harley in the 43. The 12 car just feeds him the right rear. James Ingram in the 40 ride is still out on track. About to be lapped on lap 6 by Caden Berry. Caden Berry putting down impressive laps, coming off of the bottom of 4. Lap 6 underway. Berry, Braden Carter, Joseph Grandy, and Randy Shreves battling it out. Shreves up into the outside fence a little bit there in the 56 ride. Go on board with Randy Shreves, also a past champ. Oh, 40 car into the outside fence. Shreves able to miss him. No caution comes out. Donald Ingram, the 10 car. Let's go on board with Donald. Weedsport can be a tricky place in a sprint car. And your leader, Caden Berry, coming up the lap traffic, running that low side. Coming within inches of that wall right there, coming off of 4. Let's see how Caden Berry navigates lap traffic. Braden Carter still in P2, under attack from Joseph Grandy. Great race for the runner-up position. Grandy in the 518. He's going to run a slider. He'll slide up in front of the 05. Braden Carter couldn't quite cross over. Grandy's going to try to keep it down low, as will Braden Carter. Can't get it done. Grandy with the pass on lap 12 of 30. 40 car still struggling. About to have company up there. Up front, Caden Berry gets by lap traffic. That is the 43 car of Andrew Hartley, goes 1 lap down. Everyone gets around the 40 car. Grandy goes up high. Braden Carter's going to keep it down low. Try that bottom. That's not going to work. Loses too much momentum. Didn't have enough speed to throw the slider. Paul Heward up 4 positions from his start, as is Andrew Harley is up 4. James Ingram is up 4 due to retired cars. Caden Berry now has to get by the 32. Waverly will let the 12 by. As the 40 car down low. Joseph Grandy, here comes second and third. Braden Carter falls back 1 to P3, still in a podium position. Grandy dives down low. Braden Carter keeps it up high. This is where the action is going to be. Caden Berry up front, got Marv Julio in front of him. They used to be teammates. Don't expect any issues there, and there won't be, as Caden Berry gets a 2 for 1 on that lap. Braden Carter trying to fight back, sliding up, getting to the rear tail tank of that 518 car. 40 car, they're able to get by. Now, that was Grandy into the outside fence, I think. He does not stay parked and bring out the caution. Caden Berry's going to have to try to find a way around these 2 lap cars. They could hold him up a little bit. Berry's going to pick a line. He'll get by the 94. Next in line is 5th place Paul Heward. Around goes the 94. That'll bring out a caution. Caution won't come out. Both cars exited quick enough to where the caution didn't come out. Caden Berry able to get by traffic. Braden Carter now has company with Kyle Hardy. The teammates are going to go at it. Kyle Hardy trying to battle it out with Randy Shreves on lap 24 of 30. Youngster out of Virginia getting it done. About to come up to lap traffic. Clear track for the 12 car. On lap, coming to lap 27 of 30. Laps are going by quick. Braden Carter's going to dive down. He'll get by that lap traffic of Swavely. Swavely's going to try a crossover. Next on his list is the 10 car. Braden Carter losing valuable time trying to get through lap traffic. Slides up to the outside, gets on the cushion, sets sail. Caden Berry with a 7-second lead, almost 8-second lead here. Lap 29 of 30. Caden Berry should come to the white flag next time by. And week 9 will be a wrap with his 8th victory in the 360 sprint cars. Barry, Carter, Kyle Hardy, your top 3. Caden Barry coming off of turn 4 for the victory. 12th car to victory lane. Braden Carter in the 5 car. 0-5. A little bit of traffic left to navigate. Carter will bring it home P2. Kyle Hardy shows up in a sprint car, hits the outside wall, 990, podium finish. Top 3 start finish line. Top 3 start finish line, please. So that's a wrap. We'll get a word with your top 3. That went by super quick, actually. Waiting on Kyle Hardy to... There he is. That'll work, fellas. Don't forget your interviews. We'll get a word with your top 3. See if we can get Kyle Hardy waiting for the drivers to come up. Boy, that race got over in a big hurry. Waiting for everyone to come up to the broadcast booth. Caden Barry is there. I don't know if Kyle Hardy... I know he has our Discord. There he is. I think. Kyle Hardy, is Joe, you got me?
Yep.
Hey, man, good run. Not known as a sprint car specialist. You show up tonight just in time to get into the 360 sprint cars. You move up 3 and put it on the podium, man. How'd the car feel?
Oh yeah, like you said, I missed the first 2 races, which I was not at home. So the car felt good. Just started last in the heat. Was able to get to 3rd and had a pretty consistent run there in the feature, I would say. Just nothing for Caden. He was obviously class of the field, which he always is in the sprints. And my bad for getting into Randy and got him turned around there in the bottom. I was trying to park it down there and get into the moisture, so I don't think he expected that. Hate it that he spun out. I know he races this whole series for points and stuff. I didn't mean to do that, but a lot of fun, and at least we caught one for the night.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about iRacing and real racing. I often got asked, hey, so is iRacing any different than real racing? And I say it's as close as you can get, but you just can't replicate the feeling of getting beat to death inside of a car, hitting ruts and whatnot. What's your take on the difference between iRacing and real racing?
I mean, you can use a lot of your techniques like car awareness and the lines you choose to run for the way the track calls. Like whenever the track changes, it's pretty realistic to where you got to chase the moisture and run momentum line and try to make speed on the surface that's given you. So that's pretty close. Driving the car's really not that close, just because of the way you said. I mean, you're getting beat around and you got all kinds of things you're trying to deal with. It's different when you're in the crowd. So, but a lot of similarities you can take from iRacing. If you've never driven a real race car before, you can race this and kind of have a lot of knowledge going into it if this is all you've ever done. So they both have their similarities and differences, and somewhat alike, somewhat different. So
Yeah, I
depending
look
on
at
what
it.
you're talking about.
Yeah, I look at it as a tool, right? You get, like you said, car awareness, people around you, and all that. So it's a tool, but you'll never replicate the real thing, I don't think, man. So greatly appreciate. I know you're a busy dude, man. Greatly appreciate you coming out and running with us this year. the fans love to have you out here. I love to have you out here. We got a ton of real drivers throughout the field, and I'm just a fan of Friday Night Lights drivers, man. So I greatly appreciate you coming out and running with us and putting the 990 on the podium, man. So who do you want to thank on that ride for podium finish?
Yeah, Michael and Braden and Kale got me into this league. Just something to do on Friday whenever I'm in town, and pretty fun league, pretty competitive. So got to thank Braden and Michael and Kale, and let me be part of their team, and um, obviously the league for giving people to race, series to race, and everybody in the league race. It seems like it's clean racing for the most part, and hopefully I can come back soon.
Yeah, man, those new skins on Michael Carter's car look pretty sharp, man. Well done.
Yeah, buddy.
Have a good night.
Dang it.
Braden Carter started second, finished second. Braden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
So that went by quick, man. What you figure out in the 360s that you might be able to use in the 410s? Any similarities?
No, I really hate this car compared to 410. You won't catch me in it often. I really only run it here. Uh, I don't know. The 410 helps me on the bottom here. Um, lap 4, I cracked the inside wall on 1 and 2, and sadly bit my left front end, and I was out to lunch. So, good run to Joseph too. We had a good battle. Something happened. I don't know exactly what happened to him. I just saw him, I think, hit the wall. Then I guess it spun him out. Yeah, good race to him. Good win to Caden. Yeah, man. I felt pretty good towards the end too. There was a big pile up in 3 and 4, but no yellow came out, so I was kind of confused. I mean, those last 10 laps, I was hitting around a tenth off, 2/10 off of Caden. So I mean, I feel good there, man. He's pretty good in the 360.
Yeah, man. And you are fourth in the points in sprint cars, and you're already probably qualified. You got to make 10 races, of course, 10 weeks to make your to make the dash for cash. But you and Pops are going to be running for some cash here in a few weeks, as this is week 9, man. It's getting over in a big hurry. Who do you want to thank on that ride for another podium finish?
Yeah, I gotta thank CSC Motorsports, my dad, Michael Carter, Kel Smith, Kyle Hardy. Got in here last minute. I didn't even know he was coming. Saw him register after I qualified. I was like, man, see what we can get done here. He got the third. Good run to him. Jonathan Higdon, Midwest Forklifts LLC, Lennon Smith, Twisted Designs, Rennie Carter Payne, my granddad. I think that's it. Eternal Racing, Tanner Petter Racing, and you for these shows, man. Dirt Track Bank, Friday Night Lights, all of them.
Yeah, man. So the T-shirt I got. Tell us about Eternal Racing. Is that accurate? What is it?
Yeah, my buddy Colby Yule runs it. Him and his dad sponsor me for Pro Series. Colby Yule, his team Eternal as a whole, really NASCAR road based. I'm their only dirt driver, really. They brought me on to get Eternal out there and get me out there to more of everybody. And yeah, we've had a good connection. I've known Colby for I think 2 years now. And yeah, I met him in dirt racing. He got out of it, and they talked to me. They messaged me one night before Pro Series and said, "Hey man, let's sponsor you." And they've been along the whole season, and I'm very thankful for them. They've done a lot for me.
That's awesome, man. Have a good weekend. Congratulations on another podium finish.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You too.
So different race, same story. The youngster, the birthday boy in the 12 car starts on the pole, takes home the victory. Caden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Man, last time I looked, it was almost 8-second lead over second place, man. That car was on rails. How did lap traffic make you nervous when you started getting into lap traffic?
I mean, a little bit, but not too bad. I mean, a lot of them actually held their line pretty well tonight, so obviously felt a lot more comfortable to get by them because, or I actually built in a lot more trust around lap cars with them holding their line here really good tonight. So I was just able to keep hitting my marks every single time on the bottom, and it was pretty quick. I was thinking about going to the top because I think it was a little faster at the end, and but no, I mean, we already had like over an 8-second lead, so I just stayed down there on the bottom, and no, it felt really good.
Yeah, man, I'm going to have to go out and recruit somebody. I don't know who, and they might not even be out there, but I'm going to have to recruit somebody that pushes you just a little bit, man. You have just been on a tear this season. You have 8 wins in 9 weeks. That is absolutely unheard of. That 12 car, man, is super fast. Greatly appreciate you coming out and running with us. Title sponsor of the 360 Sprint cars. Been with us for a long time, and I personally appreciate that very much. You and the family come out, all the fans send us messages here during the broadcast. So, man, you are a definite plus to Friday Night Lights, and I greatly appreciate that, man. Who do you want to thank on that ride for win number 8?
Thank you. First and foremost, gotta give all glory to God. My mom and dad, my nana and grandpa, my grandmother Cece, my Grammy Ryder, TJ, Tim, and Kevin. Also gotta thank Ken Boyer Designs for making this awesome paint. Came out really, really good, and happy to win in it for the first time in the league forum. So really cool to see that. And also gotta thank my sponsors: Granite State Blacktoppers, Drew's Powder Coating, CRC, ZMAX, Driven to Save Lives, Victory Fuel, Turnwind Graphics, Rider Family Sawmill, John Bear's Legacy Racing, and gotta thank also Alpha Cars as well, and gotta thank you for putting on an awesome league here.
Yeah, man, you looking forward to Charlotte next week?
Yeah, I mean it'll be really cool going to a bigger track and different atmosphere, and hopefully it races well, which I think it will. Charlotte's a good place to run. Definitely a lot of people will have a lot more room to race and get some grooves of racing going. But yeah, pretty excited for that.
Yeah, and how are 410s looking for Monday night?
I'm pretty excited. I was pretty happy. It was actually my second time actually trying. The first time I actually couldn't run when I qualified because I was in another league trying to get a championship, so I kind of had to hold that back. But this time with nothing going on Monday for me, I have a shot now, and with my second time actually trying, I qualified again. So I really feel good, and hopefully I can get a really good run at those guys for my debut, and just super stoked and pumped, and just like I said, got to thank the Lord up above for giving me all the opportunities He gives me, and just happy to be here and really excited for Monday night.
Yeah, man, I'm a fan. You and Braden Carter, I'll be watching Monday night. Great run, Caden, and we'll see you next week.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is week 9 all wrapped up. Greatly, as always, appreciate everybody for tuning in as you do every week. Next week, we're at the big track at Charlotte, so don't know what to expect from a big track, but we'll see how that plays out. Again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I wish you a very wonderful new year and a great weekend. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.